it really is kind of hard to tell like what's a real voodoo shop in the French Quarter or not. Hell, when I had come back to the city, it was hard for me to tell. But I'm gonna give y'all some tools to use to know what's real and what's fake. Here's an example. There's a shop right there called Bloody Mary's Haunted Museum Voodoo Pharmacy. What the hell is a voodoo pharmacy? And secondly, if we're an African people, why she got the name Bloody Mary up there at the top, which is a European name? Because she's fake. You wanna know the truth behind this lady? The lady moved down here from Maine. From Maine. I repeat, North Maine, from Maine. Open up a voodoo shop after Hurricane Katrina thinking all those chocolate people wasn't gonna come on back. We come back, we see her sitting there going, who the hell that woman is? She claiming to be a voodoo priestess, can't speak a language, and then selling a voodoo doll to you for $45 damn when you turn around at the bottom and say made in China. Yup. Oh, here's another one. Marie Laveau's Haunted House of Voodoo on Bourbon Street. Oh yeah, that one gotta be real, right? Because you know I think them on TV. So they gotta have some authentic voodoo people up in there. You walk up in there, ain't a black person inside. No, it's all made up. All that boogaloo sacrificing babies and killing chickens and drinking blood and devil worshiping. Look at me, I'm a high priest in 2 forms of voodoo. I'm born and raised in these traditions. I didn't convert. Does it look like I really want to eat that baby? If anything, I want to play Animal Crossing with the baby. That's it. Like, that's it. And also dancing in the graveyard. Do y'all really believe we dance in the graveyard? Do you know what's out in the graveyard? Roaches. Have you ever stepped on a roach? It's not pleasant. They pop. They pop. Did you know every time you step on a female roach, they pop, they reproduce? Yeah, girl! They got an egg sac back there with 6 roaches up in there. Each roach has different DNA, so when they hatch, they can actually mate with each other, and bam, now you got a house full of roaches. The more you know, but y'all done came in about the roaches, right? Y'all came for some blood, some bones, some skulls, some hexes, and some curses. I know you did. And every Southerner on this tour knows his expression. There's always a grain of truth in every lie. So we're going to concentrate on that grain of truth. We're going to get out the year 2021. We heading on back to the 17 and the 1800s. I'm going to do something to you you're not going to like. Every last one of you here are now slaves, despite your skin color. Does it make you uncomfortable? Yes, good. I got to put you in the shoes of the people that brought you here from West Africa so you get a better understanding of why we about to go talk about slavery. Speaking of Africa, y'all do realize Africa a whole continent, right? I had a 78-year-old man from Alabama with a Bible in his back pocket come on this tour about a month and a half ago, and he kept referring to Africa as a whole country. He did it the 3rd time, and that's when I had enough. I proudly went over to him and I said, sir, there are more countries in Africa than we have states in the United States. Please stop referring to Africa as a country when it's a whole continent. You can have a country this big with 18 languages stuffed in that one country, right? But then you got a country right beside it this big with 2 languages. None of those languages are related to each other. You do realize those are people that were sold as slaves over here in the French Quarter, right? They can't talk to each other. And don't you know what the slave owner is speaking over there in the French Quarter is in the name? French. Thank you. We don't speak French. We don't know what the French language is. How are we going to communicate? We're going to do it the exact same way my ancestors did it back then. You and I just talked about this a few minutes ago. Anybody here speak French? Any French speakers? Nobody? Ish? Or let me guess. Vous parlez un peu? Un peu tout petit? Oui, we comprend. I'm going to speak to her in my first language. She's not going to understand a word I'm saying. I'm just speaking so I can impress that future husband of mine so he can fall more in love with me. Petite, vous connaissez pas parler français? On parle que Louisiana, on parle que haïtien, on comprend ça? No. I told her my first language, I don't speak French either. That was not French, that's Creole. Y'all ever heard of a Creole language? I had this lady come on my tour one time and she said, I thought Creole was food. And I had to look at this lady and say, ma'am, that's like going to someone from China and telling them, I thought Chinese was food. Here's what a Creole language is. You take the French language and you throw it in a gumbo pot, right? Then you take all the languages out of our mouth, mostly African languages like Kiswahili, the Makumba dialects, the Zulu dialects. You chop them all up into pieces and throw them on top of French and blend them all together. And that's what a Creole language is, a language gumbo. I speak 2 Creoles, impressed? Impressed? Because I speak 2. My mom and daddy come from 2 different French colonized places with West African slaves, Haiti and Louisiana. Listen to the dialect differences. Moi, je parle Creole Louisiani. I say in Louisiana Creole, I speak Louisiana Creole. Et je parle Haïtien. And then I said in Haitian Creole, I speak a Haitian Creole. Now we got everything we need. Common language, common religion. We all slaves. Who set the stage? Y'all do realize I've been having y'all standing still for way too long. I'm ready to get moving. Like, I'm ready to go look at some stuff. But we need to remedy one more thing. Why are we over here? How can we not go in the French Quarter right now? Because about slave owners not treating us right. Again, that's a piece of history people don't like to talk about. France did send a document over here to the new patty known as the Black Code, also known as the Code Noir. This is a list of laws on how to treat your slaves. One of those laws says that all slaves, remember that's us, must be off on Sunday. Y'all know the difference between being off and being free? It's a huge difference. Off means we still slaves. I'm gonna use my, look, y'all to book a tour on a Sunday. Look at God. Happy Sunday, y'all. We off. And now that today's Sunday, we're going to work together as a family. We're going to take advantage of every second, minute, and every opportunity to take care of everybody here. Even my little brother and little sister right there actually got work to do during this ritual, because there are key things that we're going to do to help each other out to earn us our freedom from slavery involving the religion of Vodu. And we're going to do it right where my ancestors did it, right here in Congo Square. Now, before we head there, questions? You ain't got no questions? Let's see how long they're going to last. Come on. We're done standing still.